So now, in order to not to bother so much with this, was that okay? If that is the case, the first thing is that to buy coin and hold. But of course, the fear of buying and hold too is that the aspect of movement of the market and movement of the market in crypto. Don't let anyone deceive you. Is more on narrative than technical, right? It's more narrative than technical because there are coins you just buy. It has nothing to offer, but people are just buying it. Why? The hype and the narrative around that coin. And don't get it twisted. Anytime, any day, the narrative is changing, such coin is going to have total dumping because there may not be any utility created around this token. And those are the futures, we check in different cryptocurrency. And every section or every time of the market have different trend. For instance, we have trend, there was a time it was a boost of Binance cryptocurrency because of DeFi project. And so everything around Binance coin was more of pumping because of DeFi project. And then we have a move away from the DeFi, and then we get about NFTs. And so Ethereum gets blasted off because of NFTs and all the like, and the narrative change. All right. And then eventually, another thing that happened was that we start moving to different narratives. So it was able to retain the next move because of memcoin, because of the first memcoin, the Shiba Inu, and the like. And over time, different memcoins getting created, and of course, some fizzle out, and some were able to retain the momentum and all of that. Now you see this section again where the memcoin resurface, but change the narrative from Ethereum into maybe layer two of Ethereum, and at the same time, Solana blockchain. And so we have different narrative, as it were, and people still make money. But the first thing is that crypto is the easiest place to make so much money, but that's the fastest place to lose all the money you actually have made. Because if you don't have a place to get stability, then it's going to be a problem. Okay. Now, just like I would direct us, I would just have a divergence of showing something for us now, probably before I'll now show you why are we so much interested in Paynet FMC Pay ecosystem. Why we are so much interested in it is because of stability and consistency of revenue generation for us. But now let me show us this thing quickly. Imagine you have been on cryptocurrency and you do not understand this. Look at it. That's what we call net inflow of money in the crypto. Now, one thing you need to discover is that no investor is loyal to a coin, but how they make money is what they are loyal to. Now, you can now imagine that money will be drained out of Ethereum blockchain and Ethereum ecosystem and into layer two of Ethereum called Base Protocol. Base Protocol was created 2023 properly. That was so in that order. So it started 2022, and then last year, 2023, was having a kind of more features and all of that. At first, it was not getting any recognitions, as it were. Now was able to even overtake Solana. Now, what I'm trying to show all is this: the movement of money from one chain to another is one of the biggest things that most people don't pay attention to and eventually lose all the money. You say, I'm in crypto, I'm holding a lot of coins. So what's the narrative around the coin you're holding? And that's why we always encourage people that, okay, when you first come into cryptocurrency, to have a safe landing, find a coin that have a lot of utility. It may not move so fast. Example, we have a cultist coin, sorry to use that language, a cultist coin we call Cardano that time. I can be very sure that most people who like trading wouldn't be trading Cardano at the point. Why? Because it was like having a stunted growth, but consistently moving. And one of the first thing around the coin was that they were doing a lot of farming, staking, and people were making daily income, or you can call it monthly inflow. So because these people don't want to bother themselves with the volatility of the market, jump here, go up and down, and then for that, they kept pumping their money. So even when people just dump much of this Cardano coin, it go back again to where it was because of the narrative and those people which are called major stakeholders holding their money. And the same coin today, it's above $1, right? And that was a coin that was struggling at 20, 15 cents, 35 cents. In fact, it was taunted at 32 cents for more than 2 years, as it were. Okay. So, but some of us too who have some investment stake around Cardano, We don't even want that kind of pumping activities, as it were. Okay, so now let's quickly now return back to where we are before we show you how can you maximize the Paynet ecosystem. And there are a whole lot of things. Of course, we have a lot of literatures and clips that you can watch over time to get more clarity, but this is a short presentation to show to you. First of all, if you are new in this meeting, the first thing I will have to give to you, and I want to even thank Mr. Obami for a wonderful gift he gave to some persons. October, to be precise, we had an event in Lagos, and this token was given. He shared about 20,000 token to each participant that came on board, that came in that period on FMC token. And that time, the token was drastically down. You can see the chart. Now, you may be looking, what's going on here? People suddenly realize the potential of where the coin was going to, and they pack a lot of it. And parking lot of it was now to go lock it up because they were there many times, many years, maybe like 2 years ago, that they will have maximized the whole thing around the token, and they did not. And they're like, oh, I think it's high time. So you can imagine now one of the things, like those of us who trade, when we see coin running on the floor for a very long time, we intentionally just buy because we know that it's going to be an explosion. Just like those of you trade Bollinger Band, when we have Bollinger Squeeze, the next thing is expansion, and it will explode beyond your imagination, and it will range for a while again. So some people now who probably say, oh, let me buy this FMC Pay, it may be here for a very long time, and you say, oh, it's going to crash. It's not a normal chart because it's not a regular coin. It's a utility coin that people get to know the potential and get buying. So the first thing I will give to you as an opportunity, I'm sure people who invited you after this meeting, quickly first will ask the person, please let me have your FMC Pay link. Now, why am I saying this? Either you are going to invest or not, get the FMC Pay link from the person who invited you, register, download the app. Either you're using Android or you are using iOS, download it, all right, and verify your account, do your Google Authenticator. I wouldn't know if the 100 FMC Pay token or 1,000 FMC Pay token are still given. So if you are lucky, if they still available for you to be dropped, then you have it. And the first thing I always say is that if I still recall, when we started with this project, also getting to 3 years ago, some of us were giving FMC Pay of about, I think, giveaway. If I'm wrong, Mr. Obami will put light to that, but I think I could still remember some like about 200,000, 200,000. Okay, thank you. Yes, okay. So now, so the first gift we are giving to you now is that first, to claim this reward, to get back, after now or even now, you chat with the person, please give me the FMC Pay link. Number one, register your detail, verify your email, download the app, log in, do your KYC. It may be a little bit delayed, but just make sure you are patient with it, follow it up. And once your account is verified, do your Google Authenticator. If you verify your account without Google Authenticator, you may not be given. So do all of those necessary things. You will be given this token, some volume free. You heard me right. So it's a form of airdrop. So either you have invested or not. I'm sure those people who were given that time, they looked at it. Maybe that time it worth only about $12, $13. But right now, I'm sure the volume they were giving, you can do the statistic, 0.00200726 multiplied by 20,000. That should be average of, that was what was given to them free, okay? Yeah, so 20,000 token that time, yeah? 20,000 token, 20,000 token multiplied by 0.0020 726, that's about $41, right? That's about $41. Now, this is a narrative I'm trying to create with us that those people who are giving, thank God that some of them already have understanding of what we call digital asset. Now, if we're some of the potential like, $13, now it's $41, let me sell. I can tell you what will happen. I'm not saying I know when this coin will go to $1. Don't put me on the jump and don't put the trigger on my head. But the question is that, can this coin get to $1? Why not? Why? So if somebody was gifted 20,000 pieces and he can have patience and understanding, that's why we always encourage people to attend meetings and learn. If you get to $1 and you have 20,000 pieces of it, what does that mean? That means $20,000. If you say you cannot get there, now it's still invariably when people were buying with $20, they were able to buy Bitcoin 200,000 pieces because at 0.001 Bitcoin. If they ever tell them that the $20 worth of Bitcoin, which is 200,000 Bitcoin, they bought was going to get to $10 any day, it's unbelievable. But I have a mentor who told me, Felix, anyone who buy Bitcoin less than 100,000 bought it at a discount level. I say, why? He said, because in the future, Bitcoin can get to $1,000,000. Now, the question is that a Bitcoin that started from 0.0001, right, that $20 could buy you 200,000 pieces, then how much more a coin that I'm just projecting to get to $1? Anyway, that's by the way. So first of all, what want you to do. Now, why are we so passionate about this guy? The FMC Pay ecosystem had about hybrid of about 7 activities. Number one, we talk about online booking engine. All right. No, we'll talk about hotel reservation platform. These are already run live. Okay. So I'm not talking of this was projected to us 3 years ago. Those are already running already right now. So online booking agent, right? That you can book. And one of the fantastic things that I love with these guys is the fact that, okay, so Scary actually want to go to Hiro, but I may not be able to go there because I don't want this training to go be too long. Show you how you can invest and take advantage of it. Now we have the online booking agent. We have the hotel reservation platform. Then you have the e-commerce platform. You have a chatting platform. You have news platform. Then we have crypto aggregator platform, just like CoinMarketCap. And then we have the exchange, which is the FMCPay, where you can trade crypto. Then by this year, maybe before the end of this year, then you can trade stock. Just like we know some exchange platform that like One Jump Shop, trading crypto and be able to swap your crypto into your stock and able to trade stock into your crypto. Now, so there are about 7 of them altogether. Now, guess what? Every of these activities mentioned, the coin you have to use to do those transactions on those booking engine is the pay-in token of the FMC Pay, right? And the stock market is to be used with FMC Pay token. So utility are created around this project, and that's why we are so passionate about this opportunity. Now, if you are a trader, I can tell you it's going to be boring for you to be trading. So imagine if you are a speculator, a trader that's going to hold this coin, you won't be able to find a volatile move and a buy. So you can't even pre-assume when this thing was going to move. So the best is that's why consistency of investment and a kind of staking reward we make was what gets us very, very much attractive to the project. Now, that's aside. Now, going into the aspect of staking reward, before I just call on Mr. Obama, is that you asked me a question. One day I was doing one analysis, and I think I did with some persons. I say we have 2 options. We have said the first thing in cryptocurrency is that let me buy and hold, right? And go and check. If you go to most of those crypto enthusiasts that are in America and all of that, ask them what do they get involved in crypto. They will tell you staking, right? Now, if you take staking out of crypto, go and check, go and read more. If you take staking, farming out of crypto, the real guys that don't pay so much money on crypto are not going to come in. Just take it. Now, the same staking strategy in crypto had been borrowed into stock market. Go and check. Now, they have seen the power and the retainership of a stock not being dumped unnecessarily if they are being staked. In the local stock, I remember when such idea was sold to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and then some of those companies, the first one that first tried that was like MTN stock, and then other few stock now started that. Apart from the dividend you will earn, you say, okay, stake your stock, and then meaning that you are going to hold and make our stock to be more healthy and have a progressive move, then you get rewarded. So it's a too selfish way. The company is having their stability in their big volumes of liquidity in their shares, and you are getting retainership reward apart from dividend. And so that keep a smooth move. Now, such a thing, such a practice When it get to a point when the price have gone above far level of the floor price, then even if you released or the opportunity may not be there for people to stake again, that is what is one of the first strategy of staking, and then people make a lot of money. That was borrowed from cryptocurrency. So, ladies and gentlemen, so what we have for you in this project, and why are we so passionate about this project, at least having been there for about 3 good years now, was that I checked when we come in the price of this token pay in when we're using what we're using to buy the token was while we're using to buy the staking was about 8 cents, 8 cents, 10 cents. And I saw the stability of this stuff at average of Holy Spirit, at average of 10 cents for more than like 2 years, up to 2 years. And now somebody smartly may say, okay, let me, if I have bought, I did one analysis, which Mr. Obama will expose us to by the time he come to show you how do you take advantage of this project. So I did one analysis. I said, okay, let me say I'm very smart. And I quickly just go to the market and buy this token, all right, which is the FMC paying token. So if I buy the paying token at 10 cents and I've used $3,000 to buy it, I probably will have about maybe 30,000 token. So 30,000 token, one of the things that we know that people don't make people fail in trading generally, not even crypto forex, is what we call psychology. Psychologically speaking, for me buying the paying token about 3 years ago, there are chances that I would not be able to hold that token this year. That's the reality. So when I say, okay, 30,000 token, if I have bought at 10 cents and I bought $3,000 worth of this token at 10 cents, now, if right now I'm to sell this token, right, I'm going to sell this token at the price of maybe $15,000 or thereabout. Yeah. But chances are there that psychologically speaking, I wouldn't have that grip to have held that token for that 3 good years. So then you say, okay, if I'm disciplined enough or something is going to discipline me to lock in that same volume and I'm making average of volumes every blessed day, I'm switching that same volume back to the token. We estimated that we saw that in that period of the contract, which are going to expose to you, accrual alone, somebody accrue about 66,000, not his lock volume, but accrual. And so when we check the 66,000 pieces, was going to give about 30 something thousand dollars. And then thereafter, the lock-in money will still be refunded. So these are the things we did mathematically. We now saw that people who were taking out money every blessed day or every blessed week or every blessed month and then squeezing it, they were supporting the ecosystem with their liquidity and yet will not maximize the opportunity that in the system. So these are a few things we are going to expose you to in this project. So I want you to stay calm and pay attention on now, what is the unique selling point? How do I take advantage of this opportunity? The first is that we're going to show you how to maximize the staking reward of FMCPay platform. It's just one step we're going to show you, which is the staking reward using the paying token to get the staking reward. I refer to this thing as consistent inflow salary. I tell everybody, I say, if you are looking for alternative salary, especially in this fantastic Nigerian economy, then you don't look further than to come into Paynet FMC Pay ecosystem. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will at this point in time invite Mr. Yobami to show us how do we take advantage of this, what does it take, what do we need, and why is he advising us that? Then take few testimony and you have questions, then we are free to ask a question. Thank you and stay calm to learn more. Over to you,
Thank
Mr.
you very much. Thank you so much, Mr. Felix. Thank you, everyone. I'll quickly share my screen so that we will be able to understand where we are coming from. One moment, please. Okay. All right. So I need to log into an account so that we see a live demonstration of what we have. Okay. This is the staking portal of the Paynet coin in FMCP. So we have two portals. We have the exchange and we have the staking portal. So I'm going to show us live account. Okay, so this is a live account, and these are the packages that we have available in FMCP. Okay, Paynet coin. These are the packages, but usually I like to talk about the last one, which is the 3000 block. If you look at, I hope everybody can see my screen, please. Please confirm you can see my
Not
screen.
at all. Not at all.
No,
You can see my screen?
Yeah.
no.
Oh, wow. Why? Sure. It's still not coming up, right?
We only show a line. It's only show a line, a white line, and so it's not showing it.
Why not?
Maybe.
How about now?
You are good now. You're good.
All right, thank you. Okay. So, like I said, this is a live account in FAFF 2024, which is the staking portal of the Paynet coin ecosystem. I mean, FMCP ecosystem, the Paynet coin staking portal. All right. So we have these packages, and then we look at their terms and conditions. This is anywhere you see point means dollars. 10 point, that's $10. What it gives you 4% monthly active point. Maybe if you are building a system around your project, that's what this active point means. Then, of course, on a daily basis, the max or the minimum you can convert is $10 on any of the packages. Then this lasts for 52.5 months. Okay, 52.5 months. This is when this package is going to expire. On like that. So, but personally, I talk about this 3000 because it's the most rewarding. And then if you look at it, it's the shortest in terms of uh, expiry, in terms of how long the staking can stay. Okay, so when we started, like Mr. Felix mentioned, actually in 2021, the project was presented, and then we took our time to basically look at what they are doing. At that time, there was no exchange. It's just the staking portal, no exchange at all in 2021. And of course, it was in the roadmap, and but then we're like, okay, let us see, because we've seen so many things that looks like this before, but that didn't live up to what they promised. So we took our time to actually look at this for about 11 months. And then when we, I mean, see that, okay, yes, this is actually great. There is, I mean, the team knows what they are doing and everything. And then we give it a shot in 2022, May to be precise. All right. So now these packages comes with their own benefits, basically for staking. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk, like I said, talk about this. So when you stake $3,000 block, it gives you 9% staking reward on monthly basis. 9%. So that 9% means that on your 3,000, you're going to generate about $270 every month from this package, and it's going to run for 23.3, just call it 24 months. Okay, 24 months, it's going to run. Okay. Then if you look at that, the maximum you can make on this on this block is 310% in 23.33 months. 310%. That's the maximum this package can give you. Of course, all of them are 310% each, depending on which you are working with. But working with this is going to give you 310%. Now, when we started in May, um, personally, I took on 5 blocks of this, and then on monthly basis, the 5 blocks was giving me about $1,350. Okay, $1,350. And at that time, the price of the token was 0.08. Okay, 0.08. So $270 that we're being getting was giving about 3,375 coins on monthly basis. And just like Mr. Ferry said, you saw the graph that I showed you of FMC. The same thing, that was how Paynet coin itself was. It was there for a very long time. These coins are not coins, traders can come and say they want to make quick daily money on. No. Number one, because there are no whales, in this ecosystem that can just come and say they buy a coin, they buy the coin and then they just dump it, and then they come back, they do what we call crypto Naija bet on top and all of that can bring it, that can create a very serious volatility. Nothing like that, right? So there's no whale. I mean, the coin cannot be dumped just like every other coin in the market. All right, stability is solid. That FMC that Mr. Felix showed us can be in that 0.0020507 for the next 6 months. It will not shake. Is there why? Because most of the coins are being staked. Okay. Now it's the same thing with Paynet coin. So right now, I mean, the maximum supply of Paynet coin is 560 million. 560 million. You can check on market cap. You're going to see then the circulating supply is 395 million right now. 395 million. But out of this 395 million, you discover that maybe 95% of the tokens are being staked. They are logged in to generate, staking reward on a monthly basis, and then we are good to go. So for staking reward, you have 9%, okay, which generates $270 for you on monthly basis. Now, there's another arm to it. If you decide to say, okay, you want to be active, invite other persons, let them be part of the project, you have 8% on your matching bonus, of which is not, which this is completely not compulsory, right? It is not compulsory. I'm going to show you this account I'm sharing with you has in it 12 blocks of 3,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are 12 blocks of 3,000. And you could see when I created this account. Okay. This was in August. The same day, these 4 accounts were created. The same day, these 5 accounts were created. The same day, these 2 were created. This was created on a different day. Okay. So if you look at them, this is what they have after the last harvest. This is what they have generated till now. Okay. I think I harvested this account on was it 30th of December or thereabout, 30th of December. So yes, 30th morning. That's when I invested this account. But till now, they've generated about all of this. So daily, this account generates about $108 on daily basis. All these accounts. So if you take a look, if you do your calculation, um, 12 times 270 in a month generate $3,240 on a monthly basis. And this is how it's going to generate for the next 24 months. So in the next 24 months, now talking of dollar for dollar, this account is going to generate $77,760. Dollar for dollar. $77,760. Now, if all the coins I accumulate from this and I keep them, I didn't touch them for the next 24 months, and the coin value goes to, let's say, $2. Let's say $2. So at this rate, let's say I am able to get 150, let's even say 150,000 coins. 150,000 coins, kept away for for the next 24 months on this account alone, and the price goes to $2. So 150, that means I'm talking of $300,000. That is dollar coins now, dollar for coins. So if I decide to say, okay, I'm keeping my coins for the next 24 months, and the price goes to $2, then I'll be walking away with 300,000 from these packages alone. And don't forget, all these 3,000, the 12 of them, by the time these dates, by the time they eat, that means the packages have expired. All my capital will now be returned back to me in bits, not at once. So if I say I want to, let's say this package has expired and I want to, withdraw my capital, all I need to do is come here and come to origin and say convert. If I click convert, though it will tell me it's not time to withdraw principal because it is not expired yet. So if I say once it expires, I click convert, it will give me 20% of this for this month. I come back same date next month, it gives me another 20%, and that is how my capital will be refunded to me on a good day. Now, if you look at this very account, like I told somebody, this account I'm not using to refer anybody. People just, of course, this point that you are seeing there is money, right? But I'm not using it to refer anyone. I just want it to work quietly and then just make my reward for me for the 24 months. And then I come back, collect my capital, and we are good, to go as far as this is concerned. So this is basically, Mr. Felix actually covered every other thing that we need to cover in terms of the ecosystem, in terms of every other thing. But this is what it is that we need to know. Okay. Then we have what we call ranking. Ranking in this ecosystem. That is if you are doing the business. All right. If you are doing the business, we have what we call ranking, and these are the rank benefits, which does not have anything to do with your 3,000 or your binary, whatever.
We can't hear you again. We're not hearing you again.
Thousand worth of Paynet coin. That's what you are going to get in this. But this is, of course, for people that build. I just thought I should mention so that we know that apart from the rewards that we get, yes, there are other things that we can benefit. And one thing that probably by omission, Mr. Felix means to mention to us is that this project um, is launching its own blockchain, uh, either Q1 or Q2 of this year. The date have not been pegged, but the last time I spoke to Tony, he said he will let us know when this is going to go live. Okay, when they are going to launch the blockchain of this project. Currently, it's running on Tron chain, and then there are some on-chain analysis that we ran, and then so that yes, the project is not doing badly at all in terms of its ranking on Tronscan. Okay, so that's basically what it is that we need to know. And yes, for if you are being active, you want to refer people, yes, these are the things you need to look out for. But worthy of mention is that whatever it is that you earn on your bonus as um as you build, it forms part of this 310%. Okay, it forms part of this 310%. And what that does for you is that it allows you to, take out your reward faster than these 24 months. I've maxed out an account before in 1 week, meaning that I, did $3,000 on Monday, and by Saturday or Sunday of that week, I'd already made 310% from that particular account because of invites of people that saw the opportunity. That was in 2022 November, if I remember correctly. 2022 November. Even those people that came in there, they've collected their capital. They started collecting their capital now in the system. So it's a win-win for everybody. And then both you, the exchange, the platform, everybody is happy at the end of the day. So that is basically what we need to see in terms of Paynet coin, staking, and then the reward. All right, your reward is static, no matter what it is. You are given your reward. This comes in USDT points, okay, and then you withdraw. You can't withdraw this directly into your exchange. You convert it to the coins, and then you send your coins back to the exchange for either keep or for conversion into USDT if you want to spend, so to speak. So whichever way we look at it, I can still show you. I mean, this is just one. This is just one of the accounts. All right. I think I have a couple of other accounts that I can share, with you for you to see. I have an account that I just keep, and then just you see what has been withdrawn from this account and just kept in the coins. Okay, I wanted to get to a certain amount before I send it, into the exchange. Even as it is, this account have generated its capital, back. Okay, this very account I'm going to has generated its capital back. Look at it. This is more than $3,000 sitting in this account right now. Okay, let me see if I have something I can really convert. Okay, now I have 122 current points. This is how we convert 122 current points. I come to this place, I click on bonus, I put 122. Okay, first, before I do that, take note of what we have here. 6,322 is what we have in this account. 6,322. Okay, so come here and I say 122 points, click on convert, then I refresh this page. 6322 is what I had now, 6562. Someone can calculate how much is this 6562, right now in terms of value. Okay, in terms of value, 6,562 is 3,328, dollars. Now, when did I open this account? I opened this account in February 2024, and it's going to expire in February 2020. So this account still have 1 full year and 2 months to run. 1 full year and 2 months to run. And it has, now if you look at this is good. Now, in terms of conversion, dollar for dollar, this account records that I've collected $2,818. Okay, this is dollar for dollar. But because I've converted it, I've taken it from USDT back to the coins. So what it means is that the value of this, some of them I converted when it was lesser than what it is, right now. And right now, the current real-time value of the total amount of coins I've converted. This is 2,818. Now, the real-time value of these coins, 6,520, is now 3,328. Please, let's do the math. 3,328 minus dollar for dollar that I've converted, 2,818. So this coin has moved and added $510 in profit because the price of the coin has gone up. So instead of just keep, if I've left this here and not convert, it will just be $2,818 there sitting there. But right now, because I've converted into the coins, it has now added $510, gain because the price of the coin had gone up. And $510 in today economy in Nigeria is about 841,000 naira, give and take. Okay, which is profit on what this is. Now, what this is taking into account is this value. So max that I can convert from this account is 9,003, and technically by this dollar for dollar, I've taken 2,818. So I still have a balance of 6,482 dollar for dollar to collect it, even though this has increased by $510 because the price of the coin increased. I hope you understand. Do we have any question? Do we
Please
have any question?
to ask question. If you have any question, please feel free to ask your question, please.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
To know, sir.
Good morning, sir.
We're still in morning. Good morning, sir. Yeah, my name
Yes,
is
sir.
Muyiwa. Yes, I just want to ask, from my analysis now, are you saying it's better when we stake, it's better we withdraw our bonus once, I mean, it's a month and keep as a coin?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, sir.
That was a personal discovery. Maybe we need to appreciate him for that discovery, because the reality is that there's some of us that even when after opening the account, right, it's true you have been earning your money. So imagine somebody who opened his account for 2 good years now, which is the contra run, $3,000 for 2 years, have run and complete the accrual of 210%. Now, together with the capital, 310%. So ordinarily, the person, oh, my money is just there in USDT. Yes, it's going to be there in USDT. And, there's that skepticism too you can have, because we are human beings. And especially if you are a trader, you are going to be afraid, say, what if this coin dump? For that, you'll be afraid of not converting it. You keep it in USDT. So at the end of 2 years, you are having about $6,300, which is big, right? That's 1 year, 105%. There's no bank that's going to give to you anyway. Now, 105%, that's $6,300, as it were. Now, for a person who understand, and that's why we always encourage people to attend training. For a person who have been attending training, get exposed to a lot of understanding that come. This USDT you are keeping because you are afraid of falling. Meanwhile, you're on the ground. I don't know where you fall to when somebody is on the ground yet is afraid of falling. That if you have been converting it, to the token, then as the economy of the ecosystem growing from 10 cent, 20 cent over time, there was a time we have it stationed for 35 cents for a very long time. And so such money, imagine at 10 cent, such money will have given over 60 something thousand of the token. So by the time it's at maybe $1, because we don't know, maybe by this time next year now, maybe it's $1. And somebody who have been converting his own at those rates, and he was telling you that I'm having $6,000. You say, no, now my own is just $6,300. How did you do your magic? The magic was that either he's going to use the money or not. He goes there and convert. See, there are a lot of things I even explore on this same ecosystem. Did you know that because somebody did it too. Did you know, Holy Spirit, did you know that having invested on the FFCP staking, what you are making as you have vested, the fellow move it to FMCPay back office. And there's a place there to stake it. That is what he earned from what he was earning from his $3,000 and converted to the paying token. He puts the same paying token to he put the same paying token to the FMCP back office and lock it up again there. And that one was hitting. I think he locked in about 3,000 pieces there. I can't remember. And in few whatever, maybe less than 1 year or so, the accrual on it was already almost 1,000 pieces. So I was telling the fellow, I said, this is crazy. The same ecosystem, you are making money to money, as it were. So it's a secret. Many person probably will not understand it anyway. And then say, okay, let me just collect, because some people too may not be disciplined. If you look at the partition Mr. Abamisho does, it creates certain discipline that, oh, this account is going to be purely investment account, and he pushing about 12 stake there. So this one, I don't want it to be mixed up with anything. I just keep you there for investment stake. Then another place, he was converting the money to the coin. You see, I'm not going to touch you until you reach certain number of. I'm sure him to got the inspiration because when he saw some of those Asian guys, one person have converted and have over 1 million pieces. And so the logic is that when the coin gets to average of maybe $1, $2, or $10, is already projecting how can I make million in this without struggling myself unnecessarily. Then now separate the affiliate. Like he was talking about the affiliate, I always encourage people, affiliate is different from network marketing because you recommend, tell people where you are making something and then tell them, and then you can make a lot of money. So thank you. Okay, another person is asking a question. Wally, please go ahead and ask your question.
Mr. Wale, before you speak, Mr. Wale the whale, before you speak, just hold on. Let me quickly, because we have some. There are no whales in Paynet, but we have some whales that, and we know them. Okay. Before you speak, please, just like what Mr. Felix mentioned now, just like what Mr. Felix mentioned now, I want to show us something that I did when we started in 20. Can you still see my screen, please?
It's clear. It's clear.
All right. So look at this. This was in 2022. Okay, 2022. Look at it. 728 days taken. I did with this 10,853 tokens, and by the time it expired on 6th on 20th June 2024, it has generated 4,776 coins. Now, this was from the staking portal, right? This was from the staking portal sent to the exchange, and I staked it for 728 days. Okay. Now that ran, and by the time it completed the cycle in 2024 of 20th June, it had generated 4,776. Okay. That 4,776, then, of course, it was not up to this thing, but it was way above, I think 1,000 something, 1,000 plus. What did I do? I put both of them together, send them back, to staking. And by the time I was done, with it, it formed part of the money, that brought the Avalon home. Okay. That, if you look at it critically, that 10,000 token stake was not even up to the number of tokens that the reward I get from the 5 blocks I had. And that I was just doing some testing. Then I just took it, let me take this one, let me send it to staking and see after that 7 whatever days, it has generated this. I put them together. By the time I took it out and I wanted to spend, the coin was already at 30 something cents at that time. Okay, because it's already at 30 something cent at that 35 or 36 cents at that time. All right, so it's the ecosystem is robust, gives you access to, I call it free money, because my money is safe, my capital is there and doing what it's meant, to do, basically. All right, Mr. Wale, I just thought I should chip that in. Mr. Wale, please, you can go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, my boss.
Yeah. Oh no. On a serious note, why you need to do some airdrop of PAYN to some of us. That's just by the way. Can everybody hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was just Plan B Express took that word out of my mouth when he started explaining what you highlighted now, Boss AY. There are so many things that we can actually do using this platform. I have a friend who invested, and after 2 months, he discovered what it meant and just went ballistic on this project. And to be honest with us, it's a very, very, very lucrative something. So the person eventually made 8 packages, and every month that he earns whatever he earns, he keep buying a new package that is taken in the PAYN AF2024.com. So it's a very, very wonderful opportunity. Personally, I have my own testimony that, I can't share my screen as much as Plan B Express and Boss AY will be able to do. But I just want to encourage every one of us. The only thing I want to ask as a form of question from AY is...
Awale, you can share if you want to share.
I'm sorry. I cannot afford to share my screen, please.
When I tell you somebody is a whale.
No, AY. I'm very, very sorry. I can't share my screen. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is, I just want to ask a question. For current year, starting from January up to now, the new staking platform has not opened. So please help us push Tony to make sure that the staking platform come up, because I wanted to do some staking yesterday. I'm unable to.
Yes, they are working on it currently, because I spoke to Tony in the early hours of today, before I went to bed after Holy Ghost Congress. He told me he just got into Indonesia, and then that should be up, I think, within the week. Okay. That's important, because of course he understands, he knows that we are waiting for it. So that should be up within the week, and so that we'll be able to continue our staking on the exchange, both for FMC and for Paynet coin. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they've introduced USDT as well. If anybody wants to take, yes, yeah. So yeah, my main point is, if anybody is on this call, please take note of it very, very well. Earlier this month, no, not this month, October last year, I was in the process of getting a car for one of my daughter, and the system just pay for the car itself, just like that. So I can't tell you the value of the car. I'm sorry, but yeah, everybody that is here, just take this thing very, very seriously. Do research on your own as well. There are so many strategies that AY volunteered to teach some of us when we started, and there are so much that we have benefited. And if you are able to get some people that you want to revert to, for everybody that you refer as well, you get something. But like AY said earlier, it is taken from the bonus that you should acquired over a period of time. But just get, in fact, I form more or less like a book. I have a notebook for it. I have a book that I might want to be selling in future about it, because the ecosystem is so broad that you can get a lot of things from here. And I took it as a personal something that anybody that I come across, whatever way or the other, I'm just introducing them to this system because it gives us a lot of leverage instead of you having to work 9 to 5 every day of the year for how many years and things like that. It has made life much more comfortable for anybody that is just willing. But it's a very, very, very solid project. I have been on it for more than 2 years. I have some project that I have some packages that has maxed out as well. And yeah, everybody, you are just good to go. Spread the news across to everybody. And you yourself as an individual, just make best use of this opportunity. It's very, very lucrative. I don't want to take our time. Sorry about my ramblings.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We really appreciate you. All right. Gigi, Daniel, you want to say something?
Yeah, as if he wants to say something. I saw him popping up.
Daniel, are you on mute?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here now, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I was trying to point out, you said you sold at 30 cents. So I was saying yes, that in 2022, the price for staking, the price of 10,000 PAY was selling at a rate of I think 8 cents. So
Right.
the profit we made was like times multiply, we divide 30 cents by 8. That's how much profit you made. That's what I'm
Right.
trying to state out there. But
Thank you
I
so
also joined Tier 1 in 2022 through Mr. Ayo. And sincerely, the same thing that I did, I also did the same thing. I also staked in the back office too for that same 720 something days too. So mine was December last year. That's when mine completed the 700 and something days. I just withdrew my money. I was happy too. But I also staked around that. I bought the PA wine that I staked at 8 cents and I staked it to that number of days and I was withdrawing a rate of 30 cents. It was amazing. So still I still
Right.
appreciate Mr. Ayo for this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you.
Sir.
Well, I don't know if anybody have any other thing or any question. Again, you can please ask. Madam Florence, I hope we are very clear. Right? Are you still on the call? Is Madam Florence still on
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Good
Okay.
morning,
Good
everyone. I'm
morning.
here.
Good
Thank
morning,
you
ma.
so much for taking your time to explain.
Thank you, ma.
Like me, I am new. All these terms you guys are just talking about, I have no idea.
You get used to it very soon. Don't worry.
Hopefully, because it's so strange to me, so I really don't get what you guys are talking about. But if I can read something and if I can get trainings, I think I'll be able to understand
Trainings you will
what
get.
I
Don't
should do.
worry.
Yeah, because I learned some things like somebody taking tobacco fish to
Right.
restake, then convert and all those stuff. So I think with more trainings and more it's like stuff to read, I'll be able to get more
Yes,
idea.
you will. More
And I
trainings you will
think
get.
yeah.
More trainings you will get as you're waiting to get the training. Okay, the best way to
Mm,
get training on Paynet Coin is for you to have your back office like this. You are
okay.
looking at so that when you are being talked through it, you understand what they're saying, what we'll be talking about. It's not only me, Mr. Felix, I'll be doing the training. We have other, we'll still bring in Tony, who is the arrowhead of the project, into the call. It's the beginning of the year. He's very, very busy right now, flying from Vietnam to Indonesia to Philippines to all these places for, beginning of the year's meeting and all of that, okay? And if you see how these Asians are taking this project, you will know that they are doing it as if, their life dependent on it, okay? And that is what we are expecting to happen in Africa, so that because we actually we need this project more. Really, if you ask me, we need it more. I was telling my wife the other day that I can decide to say, okay, you know what? If I want to behave like someone that is waking up to go to a 7 to whatever 8 or 9 job, be 9 to 8, I mean whatever they call it. What do they even call it?
9
You
to
know,
5.
job, 9 to 5 job. I can say yes, Paynet coin is there at least for me. And if I take into account what Paynet will give me in a month, I don't think myself and my family, and even if I want to do some philanthropy work, I don't think I can finish it, in a month. All right. So that's the kind of opportunity that we have with this project. Okay, so it's the earlier we get to it, the better for us. It's us that is going to benefit at the end of the day, not Tony, not Dr. Daniel. We have another great man. His name is Dr. Daniel Bora. He's a lecturer. He has some master's classes. That's why he's not with us today. But I'm sure by next week, Saturday, it should have, it should be with us. And before the end of the month, or probably into February, we should have Tony on one of our calls at least. Okay. Again, we want to really start our back-to-back meetings, not only Saturdays, at least maybe 3 times in a week. So let us get a word out. You never know. Okay, I was talking to a couple of friends before the end of last year, and they just told me, I just relax. By January, we'll come in big, and then let's take it up and see how fast we can run. These are, in fact, if you ask me, these are big people that you feel or you think that they will not. They will tell you, oh boy, what I mean, I'm good as I am. But it's now clear to everybody that only one source, two sources even cannot do it now. We have multiple. We need multiple sources of income, especially once it is genuine and you know that your funds, are safe. Okay, so let's get the word out. We have gold in our hand. Let us use it. The bull run, most of us are shouting bull run, this bull run, that. So many people will make the money in the bull run, and then if care is not taken, like Mr. Moses will always say, the money they make, crypto will collect it back, from them if they don't know how to spread their stuff. So why not just take out your funds, put it in something that will give you peace of mind that you can wake up to any day, anytime, and then you know that you don't have to think of, money. Those 12 slots that you saw, maybe by the time Buron is done, and I'm sharing that account with you, maybe you will be seeing 100 on that account, so that one can be able to check something without having you'll be able to enter one of my friends will say you will enter a store without checking the price tag. Okay, you'll be able to enter a store without you checking what price tag is on any item that you love, as long as your mind wants it. So that just on a lighter note, right? So let's take this very project very seriously. Share with as many people as. But Mr. Wale is doing a fantastic job in the country that he resides, and then I know how many people he has invited into this system, and the thing is growing. I tell you a story before we go. Two stories actually. There's one of my friends on this call. I'll call him. He joined this project in 2022. I'll call him, bros, have you checked your account? Go and withdraw your money, put it in clinic. He will not answer me. Now, if he had done what I asked him to do at that time, uh, his package would have done just like the account, this very account that I showed you. The package that he did then would have given him more than times 8 or times 9 of that value. That is one. And okay, there is another one who happened to be my senior. He was in our life event in Lagos. He did his account. That time he had just come from the US from our secondary school reunion. Then he came to meet me on that Saturday, just a Saturday like this in 2022, June or July or so. He came and then he told me he had gone and he has asked, what can he do? Da, da, da. And they told him to go and meet me. Or even our friends in the diaspora told him, go and meet her if you want to do an investment in Nigeria and all of that. He came, I set up this account for him. For the first 3 months, he called me. After the first 3 months, I needed money. I'm sure he just wanted to test the system. And I told him, bros, you have money now. And then we converted uh, some money, I think $700 that time for him. He took it on. He said, so wow, he can really take this money. I know. And that day I remember telling him, bros, if you have some funds, just add to this thing and forget about it. Then I showed him how he will be converting his coins, his reward to coins every month. He did it for a couple of months, and then somebody made him lose some money, about 24 million, because they went and sell something else to him. Okay, he lost about 24 million, and then he was going through that pain. Oh boy, how would he do this? How would he do that? He couldn't pick my call, he couldn't face me, and all. So one day I now changed it for him. Say, bros, let it be on record. I called you, you did not respond though. This. So later, he now called me. Now, don't worry, I'll see you this week. Lo and behold, when he came, don't forget he did one account. When he came and we opened his account, plus the coin that he had accumulated before he stopped, and the USD that we made there, everything was about $8,000. Now, he was smart enough not to take the $8,000 and spend. He took 6,000 and put it back in the system, making 3 accounts. Then he took the rest to put in his farm and all. Now, on a monthly basis, before the first account expired, he was making $810 every month, which is confessed to me at the time. Of course, because of the rate exchange rate and all of that, he said this money is even more than his annual salary. It's even more than his monthly salary. It was jubilating up and down and all of that. So that is the power, that we have with this project. I plead with us, do not take it for granted. Any opportunity you have, share. There are so many things that are shining outside, but they are not gold. Before they use charcoal to exchange gold in our hands. Please, I'll plead with us. Take this project very seriously, and then let us see how far we all go, at the end of this 24 months. My mom, when she retired and then got her gratuity, this is where I put her money. So what she's earning now is even much more than what she was earning when she was in active service. Okay? So let's take this seriously and then let's run as fast as we can. Thank you very much. Do we have any other question, please? Any other questions or comments? Questions or comments, Mr. Felix? Closing remark.
All right, this is amazing. And just like we've heard, the truth of the matter is this project, for me, I don't know. And the best you can do is be aggressive in it, get involved, and of course, share with people, because if you do not share, a time will come when it becomes something. Because I think they're talking about maybe 2027. I don't know, maybe the staking opportunity may not be there like that again. And so many other things will come in, and then you'll be looking, oh, and so that's one of the things that you should, because people are going through a lot. And yours is to make sure you share, because if you don't share, I was telling somebody the other day, I said, if you complain that people are doing wrong businesses or Ponzi scheme, and you have good one in your hand, did you share it? Good thing does not sell itself. It's what is well marketed. Anything that's not shared people will not know because people are looking for way out and all of that. And you have good thing and you refuse to share, then you are an evil person. People are sharing evil things. Let me use a practical example. In one of the training I was saying, I told them, I said, I discovered that why do you think it was easy for evil to spread faster? Let's do a practical example. Some of those Yahoo boys you are seeing today, now they are ready to go to any length to show people how to do the Yahoo. Are you aware of that? And now they will even pay for an apartment and harbor a lot of people and show them this is how it's being done. Then how come? Because the time is going to come, this project will say we'll be doing members training so that we can, once you have activated your package, we show you, just like what Mr. Abami said, that what to learn fast is that you have your own account activated. So when we're doing back office training, it will say log in, it show you this what to do, this what to do, and all of that. And then you can just see, you just relax and enjoying yourself. And that's one of the biggest things. Like lastly, just like what he was saying about the ecosystem on on-chain analysis. If you go to some of you who know much about crypto and you know about the blockchain, how to investigate some platform, look at it. This is Tron protocol. Tron is the one largest that is holding USDT. So most of the transaction you want to do, they'll say TRC20, TRC20, even with company TRC20. So imagine pay-in is occupying the second most called, that's transaction activities on Tron protocol. That is after USDT as the major. Even with all of those big ecosystem of Sun.Fund, Just Lend, that's the energy renter, and different transaction. Now this guy is occupying the number 2. That's to tell you how flowing the transaction has been, on this platform. So look no further. The best I'll just tell us is that let's work on ourselves, activate your account, share with people as much as possible, and then let's help a lot of lives so that together we can make money. Thank you very much for coming. And of course, we will be updating us more. And then the next time you are coming, make sure you come in with minimum of 5 people. If you don't come in with 5 people, who will give you query. All right. Thank you very much. Happy New Year once again, and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
See
you
you
very
again.
much.
We'll let you know when the time of meetings will be, within the week. If you can attend, get your people to attend, and let us take this to the next level. Thank you, everyone, and have a
Thank
lovely,
you.
lovely weekend.